and she just accepted our apology and was fine with letting us go. So our record was expunged.
Yeah, and you know what and that's good. I'm glad that you're a criminal undercover.
I'm not. My record's expunged. I have no criminal record.
What I find ironic about that entire story is that we grew up in a really small town, right? And if you were to give the lineup of 4 people, if I was actually included in that story, and you said which one of these people would you suspect would be doing this fucking nonsense, I would be the one called out every fucking time. And you guys wouldn't even be a part of the conversation. It'd be like, well,
100%. Yep.
Chase put you guys up to this, right? He's a big dumb fucking idiot. He put you up to this, right? And the funniest part of the story is that I wasn't even fucking involved in this, and I wouldn't have ever anticipated you guys to be criminals. Like
we're not criminals. The record was expunged.
I would never anticipate that you guys would even be questioned by the cops. Any of this stuff is just that's a funny story to me that I was not involved, and I should be the only person that is involved in that story. But
that's why
thank you for sharing that.
So going back to the Mandela effect, the 7 sins of memory, clearly that's why my memory wants to place you with us, because it just makes so much sense that you would have been instigating that whole thing.
Or maybe in a parallel universe, I was a part of that,
maybe.
And maybe that's what you're remembering. Yeah.
Boom. All right. So in Kentucky, did you know that all public officials and attorneys must swear an oath that they have not fought a duel with deadly weapons, nor have they acted as a second in another person's duel?
That probably limits. I mean, in Kentucky, that probably limits the amount of people that can get elected or be a public servant, right? I mean, I feel like there's a lot of duels going on in Kentucky, or I want there to be.
Well, basically, this law dates back to 1848.
Yeah, that's cool.
And essentially, it kind of backfired in a way because it led a lot of would-be duelists to just murderous street brawls instead.
I love the fact that we have duels in our history, like, and not even like just US, obviously, like just the world history. There are duels that exist where like the 2 fucking angry guys line up. They go, people, I guess. But I mean, let's be real. 99% of the time, it's going to be dumb fuck males that are going to be doing this, right? I mean,
probably over a woman.
Yeah, or over a woman, or like you ate this piece of steak and I want it, or something like that shit. But they fucking line up with these below par pistols that hardly even had an accurate shot anyways. They go 50 feet apart and they shoot at each other. To me, that's just such a foreign concept in today's day and age.
They take the guns like Lee Harvey Oswald had and tried to shoot each other from 10 feet away. They can't even do that. So how the hell did he make the shot? But anyway.
Okay. Hashtag JFK theory. But I find that the fact that, and this is going to show my naivete of history again, but the Alexander Hamilton and who's the other guy that got shot in the duel?
Aaron Burr.
Aaron Burr. For those, do you know what that's a reference to, Adam?
No.
Oh my God, this is off on a tangent a little bit, but there was a peanut butter commercial, or there was a commercial for something that used peanut butter, and the answer, he was trying to call in and he had a mouthful of peanut butter.
I remember now, But I don't think he won the contest. I don't think
and you know what? Come to think of it, that it was probably a question about the duel and the 2 people that were in the duel. And
you failed the question as well.
I remember the fucking commercial with the peanut butter mouth, but I don't remember what the commercial was about. But I just find it really cool and sad that we have these type of duels, that they exist, and it's such I feel like it's a very Neanderthal thing to do, of like just it's big. Sure. It's really like the first like my dick's bigger than yours type thing.
Alexander Hamilton was allegedly involved in at least 10 duels. He's basically a dueling master. Yeah,
see, and that, but how do you, like, if you're the 9th person in that chain of like, well, this motherfucker's won eight duels. do I really want to challenge him? Dude, should I really do this? And then I mean, it's just,
everyone wants to knock off the best, right?
That's so cool. Yeah, it's like a UFC fight. Like you're 30-0, and you know that you're gonna make potentially a lot of money if you knock this guy out. So you're gonna go against him. You have no fucking record. Hey, you're gonna get your ass kicked, and you don't even fucking care. You just went up against the master. That's just to me. That's just like the rarest form and the rawest form of competition.
So let's see. So in New Jersey, if you commit murder or try to, and you happen to be wearing a bulletproof vest, your charge is automatically amplified to first-degree murder.
See, to me that makes sense.
Yeah,
I don't. Yeah, because I feel like one, that's automatically premeditated, right?
It's basically what it's assuming. Yeah,
and two, I feel like that you're anticipating that if you did commit a murder and like the fucking cops come, that you're automatically like armored to a T and you're ready for a fight. So I completely agree with that law. I can understand that law. That's a cool law. What state is that again?
New Jersey.
Yeah. Well, I feel like fucking New Jersey, there's got to be some like mob nexus to that or something too, I bet, of the origin. Do you know any background of that law or anything?
I do not. No.
Yeah, I want to look that one up because I guarantee you that there's a mob nexus to that being in New Jersey.
How many times are you going to say nexus in this episode?
How many times do you want me to?
I think we're on 3 or 4. Right
okay,
now.
Well, what is a better word for nexus, Adam?
I don't know, but you say
yeah, exactly. Okay, well, I'm trying to fucking prove a point here.
Are you looking it up?
Nexus? I know what the fuck nexus means.
Nexus, the law. I was going to Google it, but I wasn't going to do it if you were doing it.
Oh no, I'm not doing it. I was going to do it after this, but no, I can almost guarantee that the nexus of this law,
fuck you,
is from some sort of mob shit where they took down somebody and the hitman was wearing a bulletproof vest. That's I would put money on the mob being the originator of that law.
So what do you know about Minnesota?
Minnesota. I know that it's fucking cold in the wintertime, even colder than Ohio.
Yeah.
And I know that that's pretty much it, actually. come to find out, my brain shut off after
in Minnesota,
I know it's cold.
The winters can probably be really long and boring, but that's not a good reason to hold a greased pig contest in your parlor.
Oh, no, that's false. There is never a non-good reason not to have a greased pig contest in your parlor, which whatever the definition of a parlor is. But
in 1971, there was a law enacted that made it a misdemeanor to operate, run, or participate in any activity where a pig is oiled up and released with the objective of being recaptured. So basically, you oil up the pig, you let it run around, and you try to catch it. That's not something you can do in Minnesota.
However, how fucking cool does that sound? Like, and maybe not as a participant, but as a person watching that.
But how does that sound to be the pig? Do you want to be oiled up and chased? You want to do that the next time we get together?
I feel like that's probably already happened, to be honest. But not me and you, but I feel like at some point in my life, there's probably been me greasing myself up and running around and trying to have other guys catch me. But no, I feel like I think pigs are awesome, but I also think pork is delicious. And I also think that watching a pig be greased up and run around would be amazingly funny. I don't necessarily, like, morality kicks in and you say, no, this isn't right. This sucks for the pig. And I'm the first, I can't hunt. I love meat. I can't hunt. I can't kill an animal because of my morality, the morality of it and my fucked up mindset. But from a comedy perspective, oh my God, would it not be the funniest damn thing to see a guy?
You're going to torture that poor little piglet.
Well, no, this is where it sucks because it's a damn good laugh, but I can understand your point. I don't know. Maybe if there's like a terminal cancer pig.
Yeah, but then you want that poor little piggy to be happy before he dies. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, and also we're assuming, let's not get carried away because we're assuming that pigs don't like to be greased up and chased around, right?
I'm pretty sure that's a pretty safe assumption.
Well,
yeah, I've been privy to one of these. It's really not that funny, and I felt really bad.
What? Wait, stop.
Yeah, you've been witness to a pig greasing?
Yes, I have.
Wait, where there was a legitimate.
Come closer, do tell.
Yes, there's a legitimate guy chasing around a real pig that has been greased up.
Yeah, it was done in like one of these big sort of blow up inflatable pool things so that the piglet couldn't get out.
Oh my God.
And the whole thing, like the pool area was greased up and like everybody was like slipping and falling trying to get to the pig, but it was a disaster and I felt terrible for the pig.
I don't even know what to say.
I'm just saying, I have firsthand experience. It's not as funny as you would think. It's just, I mean, it was funny watching the people fall down.
Yeah.
That part was funny. Like watching them not catch the pig, but seeing the pig in distress and like squealing made me sad.
Well, let's get deeper into the story. How big was the pig?
It was a baby. It was a piglet.
Yeah, see, that's
Hashtag save the piglets.
Yeah.
That's what I would feel worse about is if it was a tiny pig.
Yeah, it was a tiny pig.
Yeah. I feel like for comedy too, it would be way funnier if it was like an old ass pig that's just gigantic and you had an old ass fat guy just run like neither of them can participate, shouldn't be participating in this competition, and they both are, and like I don't know, it's not as funny if it's a
it was really funny watching the humans fall down and like hurt themselves.
Oh,
that was hilarious. Yeah.
Well,
anyway.
That's so. Why do I not know that about you?
I don't know.
Is that expunged in your record too? Like, Jesus Christ,
I'm pretty sure it was like a church youth group event or something.
That was.
Like,
oh yeah, so that's a whole
doesn't
different
sound
rant.
very godly.
Yeah, let's not open up that door. But I feel like, Allison, from now on, you lead with that fucking story when you meet people. Of like, hey, I'm Allison. I have seen a pig greasing before. Yeah, that's an amazing story. I mean, just not. I mean, it's not that of amazing story, but it's amazing that I didn't know that story and that you have experienced a pig greasing. My mind is blown.
Well, just wait till you hear about this next law. So,
Okay.
In Washington, it is illegal to poach an animal. Do you have any idea what animal it's illegal to poach in Washington?
In Washington, Washington, I would
Washington.
say it is illegal to poach. Well, I don't know because I'm not sure I completely understand what the word poach means. I mean, outside of like killing an animal that isn't supposed to be killed, but maybe I'm overthinking all of this stuff because I feel like you judge me when I get a word wrong or when I use too many words or
No,
so
we just cut it into a blooper.
So yeah, that's true too. I got to watch what I say for blooper. So I would say it's illegal to poach a horse. Is that
A horse.
A horse in
That's
Washington?
not correct. No, it's illegal to poach a Sasquatch in at least 2 Washington counties.
That's a good fucking rule. I mean, and I think we're probably going to talk about Sasquatch in an upcoming episode. I would hope because that needs to be talked about. But
Probably, yeah.
I really appreciate. Look. Let's take a step back for a second. Let me ask you this: has anybody ever been arrested for poaching a Sasquatch?
No.
Okay.
But, however, in 1991, Whatcom County declared its roughly 1 million acres of land an official Sasquatch protection and refuge area,
Oh my God.
making it the U.S.'s first Bigfoot sanctuary.
You don't even know like the anxiety that's in my stomach right now to just turn this fucker into a Sasquatch episode right
let's do that next
No,
week.
let's-
Next week will be...
So basically, lawmakers argued that if Bigfoot exists, it's likely an endangered species
now.
and therefore in need of protection.
Oh my God. See, this is I mean, I'm in complete agreement of all of that statement. Like, don't fucking poach a Sasquatch. There's probably only like 6 left. And thank you, Washington. Like, Sasquatch is a whole different thing for me.
Now,
All the rest of these laws sucked, except for the pig thing. I think that's now. I mean, the morality of it is kicking in, and I'm pretty somber. But if we're talking about that being a somber thing, then we should also agree that killing a Sasquatch would be a bad thing, right?
yeah, so in case you have any ideas about killing one, in one of the counties, Skamania County, if you poach a Bigfoot, it's a felony and punishable by a $1,000 fine.
Okay. So, quiz time for you. Let's do the. I was gonna say F, marry, kill, but I didn't have 3 options. It was just Sasquatch. All right. So you're wandering around this. What did he say? 1 million acres.
Yeah.
I tend to go off on these weird scenario building tangents in this episode. All right, so you're wandering around the 1 million acres in Washington, right? Washington, and then you come across a Sasquatch. and you got a fucking Desert Eagle pistol on you, and you are ready to poach the fuck out of Sasquatch.
Okay.
But you